Well, here we are on the last day, 2017, as we come to the end of one year and the beginning of another. So as we close the book of 2017 and put that book on the bookshelf, and we open up the next book, 2018, what kind of book will it be? Will it be an adventure book? Will it be a tragedy book? Will it be a comedy? What kind of book will it be? Will it be a book of philosophy? Who knows? Only time will determine that. So, as I put the book of 2017 away and get ready to open up the book of 2018 and see what's in store. It's also a time of reflection. And here I am in my home swamp, back after being in the mountains. Mountains are beautiful, but it feels good to be home. And I just logged in my last 2 miles. It's about a mile to get here and a mile back, and totaled up all of my mileage that I hiked all through 2017. I got the idea from ATH Outdoors. I'll leave his link below. He did it, I think on New Year's Day last year, tallied all his mileage, and I thought that was a cool idea, so I did the same thing. And I just write it down in my trusty little composition book that has all my mileage. I didn't do a lot of out-of-state stuff this year. I was mostly all in Florida because I've been busy. I finally did an out-state one just last week when I went to the mountains in North Carolina. But reflecting on some of the highlights of this year, of which there were many, I met a couple of subscribers out walking in the woods, which was a neat experience, to run into someone, particularly in some of these swampy places that most people don't go to. And they're like, "Oh, I know who you are." So that was cool. That was a highlight. I went for a hike with Florida Trailblazer, one of my favorite channels. That was another highlight. I really enjoyed coming into a feeling of comfortableness with doing swamp talks, and it's a lot of therapy for me. I really enjoy doing the swamp talk, so I did more swamp talks this year than I did in previous years, so that was another highlight. It was neat hiking with a few family and friends and giving them some trail names, because that's always a tradition with me. If I take you out hiking or camping, I got to give you a trail name. So there's a couple of trail names I gave to some people, like Eagle Eye Bry, Randall Pink Floyd, Uncle Bubba. So there's a couple out there, which is kind of fun to do, making trail names. Usually, most times, some sort of event that occurs when you're out there in the woods. Other really cool highlights was I came across my first pygmy rattler. That was cool. Beautiful little snake. It's neat. Hiking after Hurricane Irma and seeing just how much it changed the landscape of the places I hiked. That was another highlight that was interesting as well. A funny adventure I had is I camped at Tillis Hill, which is a popular camping site, and I went there. It was really hot out. I guess it was probably June or July. So I was the only person on my side of the campground, and there was a wedding going over on the other side of the campground. And they saw me all lonely over on the other side of the campground, and they invited me to the wedding, so I became a wedding crasher on that hiking trip. So that's always fun. It's always fun when there's a twist or a turn, hopefully most of the time for a positive. Something you don't expect, it ends out to be pretty cool. So that's always a good highlight. Probably my biggest highlight is one I had recently when I was in the Green Swamp, and I had that bear encounter. That really got the adrenaline going, and that was intense situation. I'm glad I remained calm in it, and now looking back, I'm like, wow, that was really cool. And of course, I got some bear spray after that as well. So it's pretty cool. I highly recommend that you keep track, just like ATH Outdoors did. I've got all my hiking. I keep in a track, the date, where I went, mileage. You could even do weather conditions if you want and things like that. But my total for the year, 198 miles and a half. So that's good. And it's all good medicine. Happy New Year, everyone.